What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. Not a reaction channel by any means, but Konami just dropped the freaking ban list. People were arguing on if this would even get released here towards April. Would they hold on to it? Nope, no longer do we have to wonder. I personally was thinking they were going to go ahead and do Master Rule touch-ups and do a small list, and so we're gonna see if that pans out. I have no clue what this list looks like, and then kind of give us a much more archetypal heavy list later. Let's see what they've given us. Starting off with what you see on screen, we see Steam the Cloak and Destrudo both getting straight up banned. Steam the Cloak, I think a lot of us could have seen coming. Destrudo does help a lot of the synchro strategies, but it also is kind of an indirect hit towards the Rocket and Dragon decks and many other things that would just splash and Ravine, be able to send it if they already have it, send something else. So I do think Destrudo was a powerful card. Being outright banned instead of that one, I guess you could have gotten away with playing one in a lot of decks. What else do you have to offer us, Konami? Glow Up Bulb. Okay. That also goes with the Synchro / Master Rule 5 theming. I don't think it's the biggest surprise. It is a little disappointing to never have gotten to play with the more powerful needle fiber plays like Halifibrax. We've been waiting for that guy for so gosh dang long. We already have Summon Sorcerers and Firewall Gun. Like, we're that scared of him? This is pretty harsh towards him. Next up, we have Luna freaking Light Tiger. Are you kidding me? Lunalight, they're just straight up banning one of them? I would have thought if they're going to touch the deck at all, because the TCG has been calling for Master Rule hits for this deck, that it would be out of bounds just for limits, not to murder, it's not to straight up hit a piece, but instead we're taking away Tiger completely, and that's a lot of their loop ability. That's a lot of that engine. Lunalight Tiger is an emphasis of a hit. That is pretty crazy. What else do we have going on here? We have Spyral Master Plan, straight up, yes! Woo! That is what this game needed. That is what we needed to see from this kind of a list. Spirals have been floating around because of her so freaking long. You can't really hit or limit anything else. They've given Spyral so many hits on lists in the past. This is how you have to do it. Good freaking job, Konami. This is a nice hit. This is a good one. Alright, and we round out the monsters. Nothing in the fusion, so I said it was too early for Shadol and Invoked hits, most likely, that Konami would want to hit, like, resell Shadols, but we still have to get through the limits. We'll see what they've got cooking up. No Synchros banned. None at all. Wow, nothing to add here at all? Really? Dingwong's still there. That's my first note. Okay, so that's good for me. I know tons of you guys want Dingwong back. I'm sorry. I'm a fan of him being here. Alright, I don't know the list too well, so I don't know what's missing that might be unlimited from that point. And then we've got nothing in the trap. Really? This is it? Well, let's chew on these forbidden section for a bit then, in case this list is small. Winky face, gotta make 10 minutes somehow. Master Plan is great. This is a great hit. I like Tiger being hit, but not this harshly. I would have liked to see them kind of limit the deck a little instead of just straight out choking out a piece like this, but we'll see how it adapts from here. Let me know if you are a Lunalight player / Lunalight Danger player, not the people who argue over what version is what, and if you ain't fusing, you lose, and those kinds of things. Let me know how you feel about this. And then 3 hits, basically all for Halifibrax. Okay, let's go ahead to the limit section. Oh, nothing in the vanillas, big surprise. We've got 2 cards here. Danger Jackalope and Danger Tsuchinoko join Nessie in the 1 column. Did the engine need this much harshness? I feel like the engine wasn't even being played as much, but it's still a really good engine. So I understand Konami and Dangers by design being called mistakes for a lot of the past. They've finished selling them, like, within the Megatons. This makes a bit of sense, but it's a little bit harsh, I think, early on. Maybe I'm just a huge fan of Jackalope and Snake. I feel like Nessie being at 1 and the others being at 2 was a fine balance, but with all of them at 1, you're going to see more Bigfoot, you're going to see more Thunderbird, Mothman, a lot of the different ones are about to come out here. And will they hit those in the future when they get more use? Alright, we're rounding out the monsters. Nothing there, nothing in the... We got a fusion. Dragon Buster? Really? Calvin Tahan? Say it isn't so. Dragon Buster? Out of everything you... That's the only fusion? Dragon Buster. Konami. What? You just gave us Union Carrier. This is a... I get that you can still play with one buster. Most fields you make are gonna make one. What a weird approach towards this list. That was going to be one of the budget decks I was really looking forward to playing, or playing against even in the new Master Rule, because they still have their own bricks so much. Buster to 1, wow. That's crazy. Next up, 2 Synchros. Hyper Librarian and Trishula both deserve this slot. If anything, Trishula should straight up be banned at this point again, with Synchros being so crazy. Hyper Librarian, I think it being able to give so much draw power back to Synchro decks, even at 1, is going to propose problems here. But I am a big fan of this move. Alright, we have 2 things on the Xyz. Totally awesome. And Zodiac Trident. Trident's back? Toad's choked out? What is this list? I get Bahamut. You could have just banned... Well, okay, banning Bahamut would have been a bit much to, like, stop the enabling of Toad. But the decks that use Bahamut pretty much only summon 1 Toad. So, straight out doing this to Toad hurts a lot of the stun decks moving forward that we're anticipating this. You can't double Toad anymore. Trident being back is freaking huge and makes a lot more sense with the Lunalight hit on why it appears on this same list. Wow. So X-Season getting some support and some hits. Interesting. This is gonna be a weird format. Alright, next up we have 2 new things here. Instant Fusion and Mind Control. Okay, Mind Control, I felt like it was weird to put in the 2 slot in the first place. It should be at 1 or 3. 2 still, you see it a lot whenever you're playing it, and it's a freaking insane card right now. Somebody came into a stream recently and was like, why isn't Change of Heart off the list? And I'm like, they just put Mind Control on the list. Yeah, this needed to go to 1 sooner than later. Instant Fusion was the great debate here. I was going to do a collab with DZ on this, on does the Master Rule break Instant Fusion, and when Instant Fusion's played, it's either a 1-for-1 or a plus. It's never just straight up a minus unless they happen to have Imperial Order or something that maintains advantage while taking care of it. Instant Fusion always forces their field, forces their cards, and oftentimes after forcing, you still have a material to go up into. Just throughout Yu-Gi-Oh! History, Instant Fusion started to become a bit too much powerful, and I would compare it to Pankratops, where it feels like Pankratops whenever it's being played, and I see Konami's reasoning for putting it here. Do I agree with it? I like Instant Fusion's restriction of the once per turn clause. Let's continue. Let's see if they've got anything else. And Barrage all the way down to 1. So they remember our fear of Zodiacs. They decided the most enabling piece of this was going to get slapped down and hit to here. Okay. What? Nothing else in the limited, and we have 3 semis. We have Malicious, which is going to 2 from 3, so rip hero players a little. Widow Anchor goes back to 2 already, Konami? 2 Anchor? You think this is necessary? They just got their Link as well, and Tour Guide's staying in this 2 slot. So we have 3 total semi cards in the entire game. Malicious is one of those that does kind of deserve this spot, and that means a couple of things escaped this zone. You can't see it on screen, but we have Deep Sea Diva no longer on the list, Necroface no longer on the list, Spyral Gear Drone, so you can machine dupe Drone back for the Spyral players in exchange for your master plan being gone, and Pot of Avarice. Drone slash being at 3 gives you battle tricks and machine dupe, sure. Like, I don't think Spirals are the force they once were. Very interesting that they're going to be hollowing those out in the upcoming OTS pack and doing this. Avarice, I wasn't seeing much play either. I got it activated 2 times on me the entire last format since it's unbanning. Necroface is a little concerning. Those kinds of decks always get out of hand, and Deep Sea Diva to help sell the set that's upcoming for Eternity Code. You have the Deep Sea Archetype. Being at 3 makes perfect sense. So let's kind of chew on these couple of things real quick. Malicious, I've been playing heroes if you've been in the streams. I really enjoy them, but for the new Master Rule, Malicious was going to start hard making Beatrice and end up being abused in many other decks. I think it needed to go ahead and have this hit happen for its consistency. Widow Anchor I don't like. I straight up don't like that. I think Sky Strikers had their times. Why are you helping them so much already just because Engage is gone? Like, this doesn't need to happen this way. It's not like this. Barrage, yeah, it's a decent hit. Like, I feel like If you're bringing Trident back, something else had to give a little bit, but many players think Trident with everything that was there was fine, and I don't know. It's a weird back and forth pull there. This list is about an average list. Despite my overreaction, underreactions, or however you feel, how many hits total or changes total? We have 4, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We have 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 total changes. So yeah, a very medium-sized list. Konami didn't go overboard with the Master Rule stuff. They still went archetypal. This is pretty nice. If you are shopping, emergency shopping for this ban list, please use that TCG player link in the description down below, costing you nothing extra and supporting the channel directly. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you think about this. This is pretty wild stuff for it to just randomly appear here at such an odd time at night.